Hello, welcome back. My name's Dave, and this is the Out of Our Minds YouTube channel. Whew. This is the day after my first ayahuasca ceremony, and just walking around out here in no man's land. This is actually one of the parking lots at the retreat, but I thought I would just go walk around, see what I could see. This is Soul Quest Church of Ayahuasca here in Orlando, Florida, and my first experience with the plant medicine ayahuasca was last night, and all I can say is wow. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. For those of you who aren't familiar, ayahuasca is a plant medicine. It comes from the Amazon jungle, places like Peru, Costa Rica. It's made of two plants, and when they are combined and cooked or whatever they do to it, and you drink it, it basically opens up the spiritual realm. You're totally lucid, you're awake, but the next thing you know, you're seeing things that we can't normally see here in the physical world. It really is, it's amazing. I'll try to explain what I saw and what I felt, but it's gonna be difficult because you have to experience this medicine to really know the feeling. So we started last night in the evening and went through a number of just lectures going over, you know, the rules for the night and what to do, what not to do, all that kind of good stuff. Met all the staff. Everybody got to hold a microphone and say your name and where you're from and what your intentions were this weekend. Anyway, then it was time to drink the ayahuasca plant medicine. And my experience, I took the first dose, which is the little shot glass, and I've heard that it tastes. I heard that it tastes awful, like it was just, you know, like so bad and bitter and that you could barely get it down. For me, that wasn't true. It actually tasted like the raw cocoa, unsweetened cocoa. Very bitter, but it wasn't so bad that you know, I couldn't get it down. And then you're sitting on your mat. There's mats all around this large area, and music is playing, kind of spiritual music, Peruvian music. The shaman was there, and for the first 2 hours I felt nothing. I was just like looking around and thinking, when's this gonna start? And I actually went to sleep, which I found out later was a good thing. When you feel nothing after taking the medicine, you fall asleep. That's actually a very that's a good sign, and that's the medicine is starting to work on you. They call it Mother Ayahuasca, and she was very gentle with me last night. Normally there's a lot of purging going on, throwing up, getting all the toxins out of your body and all that. I didn't do that once last night. The purging that I did was yawning. They're called lion yawns, and I yawned all through the night, and this lasted about 6 hours, something like that. So like I said, I didn't purge in throwing up, but I did yawn. And so 2 hours went by, and they offer you a second dose. It's called a boost. And I thought, well, why not? I'm not feeling anything, so I go up, I get my second dose, come back to the mat, drink it down, and then about 10 minutes into it, it happens. There's really no way I can describe what I saw and what I felt. You feel the medicine take effect, and it permeates your whole body. You kind of go numb a little bit, not like you're paralyzed, but you know, your body just starts to kind of numb up a little. And then you close your eyes and the show begins. And I'm talking an amazing show. So let me pick this guy back up. So basically, what I saw were tiny little fractals, and this was in the, you know, the space of my mind, and it was almost like looking at a big screen. And these fractals were constantly changing. They looked like little geometric shapes, okay? And they were constantly changing. They were mostly kind of a gray-white, but intermittently there would just be these beautiful neon little flashes of light that would happen within this screen of fractals. And trust me, I'm gonna butcher this description because there's no words. I mean, there's no words. All I can tell you is that the fractals were constantly moving, constantly changing, turning into different shapes, turning into different scenes and pictures, and it's just surreal. And you're totally awake. You're supposed to close your eyes so that, you know, you're not distracted. But every once in a while, you can't help it. Your eyes just pop open, and you know, the fractals kind of go away, but what you see, and this is a dimly lit room, what you see isn't normal. I saw the facilitators and the staff walking around, and they were keeping an eye on everybody. But when you see them, you didn't see them, you saw their essence. They were made up of these geometric shapes that were changing, that you saw their energy, and it was just amazing to see this. And then I would close my eyes again and go back to you know, the picture show. You can talk to Mother Ayahuasca, is what they call her. You can talk to her and ask her questions, and she responds. One time, I was just in awe of this picture that she was making, and I said to her, in my mind, I said, okay, now you're just showing off. And she actually, the fractals, a number of them turned into little mouths that were laughing, like laughing at the little joke that I said. And I was stunned, you know, and I realized right there, okay, I'm dealing with an entity. I'm dealing with a being. All right. It was very comforting. Again, you know, I didn't purge by throwing up like a lot of people were. I mean, you hear people around you. Some are crying, some are laughing, some are throwing up, some are. A couple of them were screaming, and it's just there's different reactions that happen throughout the night. And my purging was yawning. I just yawned and yawned and yawned. And it was, you could feel the medicine pulsating through your body. You were watching this incredible fractal light show on the screen of your mind. It was indescribable, and I'm doing a bad job, by the way. But anyway, that was my first experience. I have a second experience tonight, my second one, and it's going to be completely different, is what I'm told. It's never the same twice. There are common themes that reoccur, but it'll be a completely different experience. So, if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, highly recommend doing some research. Just search ayahuasca on YouTube and watch some videos. Before I came here, I watched tons of documentaries, tons of testimonials of people that have been doing it, and just got hooked in. And here I am. It's a birthday present from my wife. So very blessed, and I can't say enough about, you know, what I experienced, what I went through, and yeah, I think this weekend is going to be life-changing. I know it's going to be. It already is. I mean, so stay tuned. I'll be doing another video after tonight. I'll tell you about the second ceremony experience. All right? Take care.